Okay, we are Daf Hashavua, Daf Testament Beis, the two dots, Rav Shimon Gamliel. Just one thing, when I was learning Testament Aleph, I skipped the bottom two lines. We're going through all the examples, all the things that the 72 Zakanim changed for in the Torah, and I missed two of them. The last two on the Amud, it says, if everyone could turn to Daf Testament Aleph, we missed the last two, and that is Vayishlach ezatute b'nei Yisrael. When Moshe Rabbeinu was sending to do the karbanos by Har Sinai before we got the Torah, he sent, the pasuk says Vayishlach es nari b'nei Yisrael. He sent the nari b'nei Yisrael, right?
Yes.
He sent the nari b'nei Yisrael, and the pasuk says that he sent the zatute. Why? Because he didn't want to make that it's not respectful. It's not respectful that he should send the Nari B'nai Yisrael. So therefore, they wrote Zatute, which could mean Chashuvim. Okay? And then after that, when it says that the El Zatute B'nai Yisrael Lo Sholach Yado, and it says that the Zatute B'nai Yisrael, they did not send Lo Sholach Yado. He didn't send forth his hands. So there also, it's speaking about the nobles, the great people of Klal Yisrael. We changed it from that it should say Zatute. Instead of, it said Atzilei B'nai Yisrael, the great ones in Klal Yisrael, we changed it to Zatute also, so that it should be equal to the other pasuk. So Tosas just asked that, what's pshat? Why do we have to change it twice? Why don't we just change the first pasuk of Nare to say Atzilei? So Tosas answers because we didn't want to stretch the truth. We didn't want to lie, to be meshaker. So the word nare, zatute, could go both ways. It doesn't have to be the great people, the tzaddikim of Klal Yisrael, but it could be chashuvim. It could be nare also. So that's why we changed them both to zatute, because that's like more of a quasi lashon that can mean both. Okay, very good. So now we're doing the two dots. So the two dots says like this on the Amud Beis. Rav Shimon Omer, Af b'sfarim lo otir shich devenu el Yavanis. Even by svarim, lo otir, they only allowed you to write it el Yavanis. Amar Rav Yochanan, Allah Rav Shimon Gamliel. The Allah is like Rav Shimon Gamliel. But Amar Rav Yochanan says, my time of the Rav Shimon Gamliel. What's the reason of Rav Shimon Gamliel? Amakra, because the pasuk says, Yavta Elokim liyafes. Hashem will make great, we marchiv yafes, but v'yishkom olei shem, but the Shechina will still dwell in the tents of Shem, which are the Jews. But we're going to darshan that pasuk v'yafta elokim liyafes. He's going to says the Gemara that Dvarav shel yafes yubal Hashem. There's a remez here. Yafta elokim liyafes. He's going to make them great by what? By vayishkom ba'olei Shem, by letting some of Yafes dwell in the tents of Torah of Shem. So therefore, that is going to be the remez to this thing that our Sifrei Torah, or even the other Svara maybe, depending on if you hold like Rabbi Yehuda or not, that the Sifrei Torah could be written, the Svarim HaKadoshim, Sifrei Tanakh could be written in all languages. Clearly, if you learn like Rabbi Yehuda, you don't necessarily learn. The Mefarshim speak about it. Sasemes, he doesn't necessarily learn this pasuk, because otherwise he wouldn't learn it from the Maisa with the 72 Zakanim before. Okay, so ask the Gemara. Ve'emer Gomer o Magog. If you look in the pasuk, the sons of Yefes was not only Yavan. There's other people. There's Gomer. There's Magog. And therefore, why are you only mentioning Yefes? Amar Rab Chia, maybe it's talking about their languages. Amar Rab Chia Baraba, Hainu Taima Dechsiv, Yafta Elokim LeYefes, Yafyufuso Shel Yefes, Yafyuso Shel Yefes. It's talking about the beauty of Yefes, Yehei Baalei Shem. That language will be Baalei Shem, and the nicest language of all those sons is clearly the Yavan. That was the language of that was the nicest, and therefore that's the one that we say that you could write the Sifrei Torah in. Okay. Says the Mishnah, a little bit of an introduction that Rashi, it says, Ein ben koin meshuach b'shemen ha-mishcha l'meruma b'gadim. there's two types of Kohanim that we're discussing in the ratio of our Mishnah, and that is Kohanim that became a Kohen Gadol, a Kohen Gadol that became a Kohen Gadol by having the Sheman Mishcha, the anointing oil, and he put on extra begadim, 8 begadim. But Rashi explains that during the times of the first Beis Hamikdash, when Yoshioah Melech was put away the Aron, he hid it. He also hid the anointing oil that Moshe Rabbeinu made. And from then on, in the first Beis Hamikdash, after that, and throughout the second Beis Hamikdash, the way someone became a Kohen Gadol, since we didn't have the oil, was how? By using the what? The 8 begadim of they put on the 8 begadim. Maybe they had to do some sort of avodah or not. It's a question, but that's how they became the Kohen Gadol. So therefore, the Mishnah says, "Ein ben Kohen Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha l'meruba begadim." There's no difference between the Kohen Meshuach b'Shemen that became a Kohen Gadol with the oil l'meruba begadim to the one that became a Kohen Gadol only through the begadim, except par haba kol mitzvahs, a par that was brought when the Kohen Gadol would paskin wrong. If he would paskin b'shogeg, by mistake, he would paskin wrong on something that would cause someone, if they did an aveira on purpose, he paskin for that someone should, that a certain psak, that if the person would have done that maisa, that aveira on purpose, they would have gotten kares. And if they do it by mistake, they have to bring a chatas. So therefore, if the Kohen Gadol does paskin like that by mistake, and someone does act on that psak, the Kohen Gadol has to bring a par haba akol mitzvos. It's called a special par chatas haba akol mitzvos that comes for the mitzvos for violating such a mitzvah. Now, in the psukim, it only mentions a Kohen Mashiach. We're going to see in the Gemara, it says Mashiach, that kind of Kohen, and not a Kohen that was Meruba Begadim. And therefore, a Kohen that was Meruba Begadim that did that, he's like everybody else in Klal Yisrael, who, if they make their own personal mistake of such an Aveira, they have to bring either a kisva or seira, a female, either they bring a female goat or a female sheep. So he would be like them. Okay. Then the Seif of the Mishnah says, "Ein ben Kohen mishamish Kohen shavar." We know that when a Kohen becomes Tameh, we have a backup waiting for him, a Skan Kohen Gadol. When a Kohen Gadol becomes Tameh, there's a Skan Kohen Gadol. But when the Kohen then becomes Tar, and he's able to do the Avodah again, the Skan Kohen Gadol is called the Kohen Sha'avar. He's the Kohen that passes on. He's retired. So therefore, but he still has certain Kedusha of a Kohen Gadol because he did that. He did wear the 8 begadim and he became a Kohen Gadol for that period of time. So therefore, it says, Ein bein Kohen Mishamish to Kohen Sha'avar. There's no difference between these two Kohanim Gedolim. Ela Par Yom HaKippurim Vasir Seifa. The Par Yom HaKippurim is only brought by the existing Kohen Mishamish, not a Kohen Sha'avar, and Asir Seifa, the Minchas Chavitin that they brought every day, that was only brought by the Kohen Gadol Mishamish. The Par Yom HaKippurim was a par brought on Yom Kippur for his family, for him, his family, and for other Kohanim. That was what that was brought for. Okay, very good. Says the Gemara, in Par Yom Kippurim Vasir Seifa, in regard to Par Yom Kippurim and Asir Seifa, Zev is Ashavin. We see that from the fact that the Reisha says that a Kohen Meshuach B'Shem and Amishcha L'Meruba Begadim has no differences except a Par Haba Kol HaMitzvahs. So we could learn out from here that in Par Yom Kippurim Vasir Seifa, that in the Seif of the Mishnah there's a difference between the two Kohanim, the Kohen Mishamish, Kohen Shavar. In regard to the first Kohanim, the Kohen Meshuach B'Shem Mishcha, L'Meruba Begadim, there is no difference. Zev is Eshavim. Says the Gemara, Masnis in the Lo Karameir. It's going to come out that the ratio of the Mishnah, our Mishnah, the Lo Karameir. Why? The Ira Meir. If it's going to be Rameir, Tani, we learned in a Brisa, Meruba Begadim maybe Parabah Kol Mitzvos, that a Meruba Begadim does bring a what? A Parabah Kol Mitzvos. Not only a Kohen that was Meshuach B'Shemen, but even a Kohen Meruba Begadim does bring a Parabah Kol Mitzvos to Rameir. Maybe he doesn't bring it. So you see that the Reisha at least is going to be Rameir. My time to Rameir. What's the reason Rameir says Meruba Begadim could bring it? It only says Mashiach. So the Brisa says, the Tanya, Mashiach, it says that a Kohen Mashiach brings it. If he was anointed, Ein li ela Mashuach b'shemen. That only tells us that a kohen that was Mashuach b'shemen brings a what? Brings a par haba kol mitzvahs. B'shemen hamishcha. Meru begadim minayin. How do I know that someone that was meru begadim also brings it? Not like our Mishnah. Talmud Amar Hamashiach, the extra A, Hamashiach. So that comes out that the Mishnah is not, clearly the Mishnah, our Mishnah is not Rab Meir's, but says the Gemara, but my kim the look Rab Meir, according to what we are establishing the Mishnah not like Rab Meir. Ema Seifa, I'll tell you the Seifa, which is going to be problematic. The Seifa says, Ein ben kohen mishamish kohen shavar. There's no difference between the existing kohen, the one that came back to do the avoda, the kohen shavar, to the kohen that left, that he finished, except el par yom kippurim, asir Seifa, except the par yom kippurim and the minchas chavitin. The asir Seifa is the minchas chavitin. Ha l'chol divrayim zev is shavin. But for everything else, they're equal. Says Rashi, what does everything else mean? Ha l'chol divrayim, the first Rashi on the Gemara. V'imba lahakter olavot shum avoda. If they wanted to do any avoda, mishamish b'shmon begadim, they would have to be mishamish b'shmon begadim. So it seems, I'm sorry, the Rashi al l'chol divrayim zev is shavin. Right, they would be equal. So says the Gemara. Also Rameir, but that's going to be according to Rameir, that part of the mission of the Seifa. Why? The Tani, because we learned in a different brisa, Iraba psul, if something happened where a Kohen became pasul, Uminu Kohen Gadol, I said Tameh, but it could be any psul, Uminu Kohen Acher, and they pointed another Kohen Taftav instead of him. Rishon Chosel Adasa, when the first one goes back to the Avoda, Sheni, the second one, Kol Mitzvahs Kuna Gadol Olav. He keeps the mitzvahs of Kuna Gadol on him. Diver Rameir. These are the words of Rameir. Rabbi Yossi Omer, Rabbi Yossi says, Rishon Chosel Avodaso. The first one returns, true, but Sheni and Aroi Lo Kohen Gadol Lo Kohen Hedid. He's totally done. He can't be a Kohen Gadol and he can't be a Kohen Hedid. Why? Like the story that we're about to say explains. But I'm Rabbi Yossi. Ma'isa Rabbi Yossi ben Ulam. There was a story of Rabbi Yossi ben Ulam at Tzipori from Tzipori. She'ir b'psul, that a psul happened in Kohen Gadol when he was a Kohen Gadol. Uminu tafta, they appointed someone else instead of him. Uba Ma'isa v'necham, the Ma'isa came from the Chamim. But Amr, when they said Rishon Chosel Avodaso, the first one goes back. Sheni and Aroi Lo Kohen Gadol Lo Kohen Hedid. The second one, it can't be a Kohen Gadol and not a Kohen Hedid. Why? Kohen Gadol, he can't be a Kohen Gadol Mishomeva, because it's going to anger the first Kohen Gadol to see another Kohen Gadol going around in the Shmod and Megadim. It's going to be upsetting to him. Kohen Hedid, he can't be a Kohen Hedid now. He can't go back to his old job, Mishamal Mekodesh Shol Meridin, because he already went up in Kedusha. And once you go up in the Kedusha, you can't go back down. So therefore, ask the Gemara now, in this second brisa, it comes out that in this brisa, it sounds like that our Mishnah is more like Rameir, because Rabbi Yossi says that he's done. He's not a Kohen Gadol. He doesn't go around like the Kohen Gadol at all. And Rameir, it doesn't seem like it's exactly like a Mishnah, to be honest with you, because Rameir says he's the same. Rameir, the Lashon of Rameir is Sheni Kol Mitzvahs Kahuna Gadol Olav. I was discussing with the 12th graders. We had a little bit of a problem here. It says that the second one, Kol Mitzvahs Kahuna Gadol Olav, Diver Rameir, all the mitzvahs. Our Mishnah says it's not everything. It says Ein ben kohen mishamish l'kohen shavar el l'par yom kippurim. There's one vasiras eifa. Those two things are different. Rameir says there's nothing different. I think Rashi is bothered by this. I didn't see anyone speaking about it, but I think Rashi's bothered on it because he says when it says kol mitzvahs kuna gadol olav, it doesn't mean every single thing. It only means certain things. Mishamish beches begadim. They might ask this on the test. He wears the begadim lo poreya. He doesn't cut his hair. He doesn't leave his hair running long. Below poring, he doesn't rend his garments. Umutsuval besula. He has a mitzvah saseh that he has to marry besulo. Muzar al amana. He has a lav that he can't marry amano. Makrav onein. He does the karbonos when he's an onein. But it's something, the Gemara doesn't speak out why it's exactly Rameir, but I guess there's only two people. There's Rameir and there's Rabbi Yossi. So obviously Rameir, who says he keeps the dinim of a Kohen Gadol, that's like our Mishnah. I guess that's what it is. So answers the Gemara, two quick answers, and then we'll be done. Says the Gemara, ask the Gemara, Reisha Rabbanan or Sefer Rameir? Could it be that the Reishis are Rabbanan and the Seifas are Meir? Rab Chisda in. Reish Rabbanan and Seifer Meir. That's one answer. Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yosef says, no, Rebbe, it's Rebbe. And he goes in the Reish like one, and the Seifer like another, and he goes like different Tanoim. In the Mishnah have a wonderful